been about a week now since Dame has requested a trade away from Portland. However, a lot of news has been coming out about the whole etiquette of how this whole situation is going down. For example, now there's reports saying that his agent is secretly going behind closed doors telling the interested teams, hey, just don't do it, because, you might get an unhappy basketball player and, that's something you may not want at your organization. And if this is the truth, this is the case. Listen, Dame Lillard is arguably my favorite player in the NBA and has been my favorite player in the NBA for a few years now. And if this is true, I have to just call it out for what it is. It's corny. I don't like it. It's corny. Because you are telling people essentially that I don't give a damn about what the Blazers want or what best suits the Blazers as far as this transactional deal is concerned. I only care about my feelings. And my feelings tell me that I want to be in South Beach. That's tough shit, Dame. If the deal doesn't work out, then the Blazers have to go in the best interest of the Blazers. Because right now, at this current state, the Miami Heat are not really offering much. Now, granted, they are the only team that put out an official offer so far, but they're not really offering anything. They're offering Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and then now they're offering, a 2028 first-round pick, a 2030 first-round pick, and I believe one of those are protected. So, that's not that great for Dame Lillard. I'm sorry. We need more than that. And then there's other deals that include Caleb Martin and some other guys that nobody's ever heard of. But it's like, bro, Dame Lillard has to request a lot more than that, especially if Donovan Mitchell got a lot back when he got traded from Utah to Cleveland. And we all know what the hell, Phoenix gave up to get Kevin Durant and what Brooklyn gave up to get Kevin Durant. And we all know this stuff. So for Dame Lillard to go for such a cheap haul isn't fair for the Portland Trail Blazers. So I think the agent, if it's true, going around and doing this little underhanded stuff, I think it's kind of bullshit, and I think it's a little corny. Because Dame, if you really care about this whole thing started because Dame said that he wanted to win championships. And yes, I know Miami made the championship last year, but do we think that can happen again? A lot of things happened in order for Miami to have made the historical run that they made. A lot of things happened. There was injuries. I remember when they played the New York Knicks. Their sixth man quickly was out for basically the whole series. That was a huge amount of points that came off the bench for the Knicks that they depended on, and they didn't have it for that Heat series. So they lost. Oh, how about the Milwaukee Bucks that everybody loves talking about? The Bucks didn't have Giannis for at least 2.5 games. He didn't play. He didn't play for at least 2.5 games. Everyone seems to ignore that fact, but that's the reality. He didn't play 2.5 games, so it hurt the Bucks, and they lost. So they had some injuries and things like that, some luck that also has to happen in order for you to make a run like that. We all know this. But Dame just singling this team out specifically, it's like, dude, do you want to win championships or not? Because you can win a championship in Philly with its current MVP today in Joel Embiid. You can win a championship there. You could win a championship in Boston. Now, I know people have the stigma about Boston, and it's well-deserved, but there's a bunch of racist places in this country. Portland has a bunch of racists in that city. Hell, they had the Nazis and the Proud Boys fighting each other. They got feds dressed up as Proud Boys. They got some wild shit going on in Portland. And you want to criticize Boston? Come on. But if you want to win a championship, Boston is another place you can go. Jason Tatum. These dudes regularly make the Eastern Conference Championship at least. So, and you've made one in your entire career. So if you really want to be serious about this stuff, then you would definitely do it. You would definitely consider going to what is going to best give you the opportunity to make a championship run and win a championship. So, that being said, now there's speculation about, Zach LaVine out in my team, Chicago. He's always been like kind of a trade piece being dangled around, but now he's kind of being involved in this multi-team deal because it's going to take multiple teams to be involved in order for Dame to be able to go where he wants to go in Miami. Portland has to get suitable compensation for Dame. So in order for that to happen, multiple teams need to be involved. And I'm not surprised at all if Zach LaVine's on the table. Like a Tyler Hero is going to be shipped somewhere else for draft picks and things like that because Portland don't need Tyler Hero. They got Simmons. They got a bunch of wing players there that are more athletic than he is, play better defense than he does. So they're fine. They're fine. They're good on the Tyler Hero part, but they can get some pieces back for him. So, Dame will probably or more likely end up in where he wants to be in Miami, but at the end of the day, I will give it an outside shot at any team who wants to make the jump. Because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, Dave, you could be unhappy all you want. You got 4 years on your deal. I mean, what are you going to do? If you get shipped off to Boston, what are you going to do? Pout? No, you're not going to pout. You're going to play. Because you love the game. And you're going to put up big numbers next to one of the best players in the league, in Jason Tatum. Why wouldn't you want to do that? So, we'll see how this whole thing shakes out. Ultimately, he'll probably end up in Miami with Jimmy and Bam. But, and it'll be a very good team. Will I put them ahead of the Celtics or, let's say, the Milwaukee Bucks, who came back? They got Brook Lopez back. They got Middleton coming back. They still have Drew Holiday. So, would I put them in front of them? Probably not. Because Dame, he's not the best defender. And I love him. But he doesn't defend very well. And he's not as physical. Playing the Milwaukee Bucks is going to be physical. Playing, those Eastern Conference teams like the Celtics and et cetera are going to be physical. So we'll see how it all shakes out. It's going to be great entertainment as always because it's the NBA. We love the NBA, right?